Very good morning, everybody, for Easter Sunday, the 17th of April. High pressure is just being moved out the way as front starts coming from the west. Those fronts not particularly affecting us at all. They may be cloud features, maybe the odd spot of drizzly stuff overnight, but in essence, they are just cloud features, and we will come back to some mixed soaring conditions into next week, but not a write-off at all. But we're dragging up still a very continental airflow. That's why the visibility has been a little bit rubbish in recent days. And yeah, as we can see, it's going to be a little bit cloudy at upper levels. And we can see that cloud on the satellite picture here, which shows most of the frontal activity over Wales, Ireland. But looking over where we are, it's just going to be sort of milky, hazy upper level cloud, which is going to probably dampen down any chances of soaring today, along with the southerly wind, which is not our best direction at all at Lasham. Those winds are coming from the south, as I said, and probably in the region of southeasterly to south-southeasterly, 15 to 20 knots. Public forecast is showing sort of mixed sunny intervals because of the upper level cloud, and about 10 knots from the southeast today. Visibility potentially getting up a little bit later this afternoon, but as I said yesterday, I think it was a bit poorer than expected. Top temperature today are 15 degrees, though I think if that sort of milky cloud layer is a little bit less thick, then we'll probably see a couple more degrees on that. Let's just see what GFS suggests for temperatures, and that probably will be a couple of degrees more than what they're saying. In fact, no, oh no, that's because it's not loaded properly. Let's try that again. Yeah, sort of 16 degrees potentially as a top temperature. Probably won't feel quite as warm as it did yesterday, and dew points probably floating around the double figure mark again, if GFS wishes to load, which is being a bit slow today. But yeah, dew points just floating into double figures. Cloud base shouldn't really be an issue today. It's mostly that upper level stuff. Currently, a bit of haze around. Although I know the motor glide has been out. So we've got a southeasterly wind, no cloud, and fairly nice other than that. And Farnborough reported 8,000 metres. They're in their TAF not showing any chance of cloud today, which is broadly in line with the soaring forecast I'm about to show you. But yeah, southeasterly winds and bright and just a bit hazy, really. Top Meteo suggests that that is the potential flight distance for today. We'll just check. Yeah, Sunday. So not ideal, if I'm honest. Might be a rest day for the British team. Let's have a look. This morning, not really soarable. This afternoon, weak thermals maybe to 2,500 feet. Better up towards Oxfordshire, but it will be blue. And you're really cumulus. You won't get anywhere near until you pass Birmingham or into Wales. So yeah, and by about 3 o'clock, Lasham will start to become unsoarable. So a very short window of soaring opportunity and purely heat driven. And as I say, with a southerly wind, that's not our best direction, as it literally just brings the air straight off the sea. We'll have a look at what it says here. So yeah, 2 knot climbs up to maybe 2,500 feet, and that is as high as it's going to get today. It does work all right in the blue at Lasham in this direction for the middle part of the day. There are some local sort of slopes which are into sun or brown fields, which I'd recommend. But it's probably not the day to be doing massive distance, I'd suggest, especially as the wind is going to be a little bit stronger than it has been in recent days. So the more dead air is likely to come up from the south a lot quicker if it is going to come. But all in all, southeasterly to south-southeasterly winds, bright and sunny, a bit hazy, so keep a good lookout, and some weak thermals in there too. Let's have a look at NOTAMs. Little Risington's active today, gliding at Middle Wallop. Salisbury Plain danger area, as mentioned before, they've lowered some of the limits to 3,000 feet. If you're going in that direction, please just check in detail which ones have been lowered, because the NOTAM isn't particularly clear because they use lots of numbers, but a lot of them have been lowered to 3,000 feet, at least Imber and Larkhill have been from their normal levels. 22 and 22 is paragliding. There'll be lots of paragliding, lots of general aviation activity. I think there's an equestrian event, but that doesn't concern us. 26, which is northwest of the Bryce Zone, paragliding again. So, yep. And other than that, yep, Sywell's active, as it always is at this time of year. There's not a lot else to say, really, airspace-wise. Expecting a slightly quieter day today, not expecting a grid, unless you all fancy filling the treasurer's pocket. But operationally, we will either be 16 or 09. We'll see, just as we're about to tow the gliders out, what direction favours best. I have a feeling it's going to be 16, unfortunately, but we've already got a plan in place for that, so that's all good. On 05, the threshold of 05, the motorcycle team will be down there today. They come every Sunday, but I've just shifted them over to 05 as we're not obviously going to be on that runway today. So yeah, just keep an eye out if you see lots of kids on motorcycles and a bus, and that's what's going on down there. No jet movements and nothing else I'm particularly aware of. Trial lesson to use 778 if that's okay. All the K21s are required today, and a K13. Don't think there's much demand for single seaters today, and we've got a relatively busy flying list and trial lesson list. Okay, I'll see you on the effort shortly. Bye for now.